Good morning, teacher. My name is Gilok and today I'll be explaining the three activities that I've prepared for this assignment, which is about activities on everyday living. So for my first activity, I have the area of AEL would be development and refinement of motor or manipulative skills. And the first activity that I've prepared for the children is cutting paper. So this is appropriate for children age 5, and the materials that you would need would be papers with lines, which is either wavy, zigzag or straight, and also child-safe scissors. So since some of the children might not be familiar with holding scissors, so first I would have to show the child the correct and proper way of holding a pair of scissors, and then I would have to give them some time to get comfortable holding the scissors. Then I will guide the child to hold the paper with their other hand and make sure that they do not grip the paper too tightly. If not, it would crumble the paper, and as it may result in crumbling. Yes. And so afterwards, once they are comfortable with holding the papers, they would follow the lines to cut out the paper. And once the activity has ended, we have to remind the child to put back the scissors and clean up the little scrapes that have fallen onto the floor or table. So that's for the first activity. The second activity would be wiping the table, and the area of AEL for this would be care of the environment. So this is suitable for children age 5. So the materials that you would need over here would be tablecloth, cleaning solution spray, water, and also a small plastic bucket over here. So first, I will tell the child to dip, or before the activity, I will fill this pail with water, yes. And then afterwards, I will tell the child to first dip the cloth in water and then squeeze it back into the bucket. Then afterwards, only spray a little cleaning solution onto the table. And as the child proceeds to wipe the table, I would encourage them to move the cloth back and forth like this, if not, in circular motion to clean the dirt. So it's either back and forth or in circular motion, because some of the stains might be quite hard to rub, so it will also encourage them to rub harder if there are any stubborn stains. So at last, once they are done wiping the table, I would give them the bucket back with water, and they have to rinse the cloth. After rinsing the cloth, squeeze it, and then hang it to dry. And also they would pour the dirty bucket of water into the sink. And also, once everything is done, we would remind the child to wash their hands in case there are any germs. And for the last area of AEL would be care of self, and the activity that I've prepared would be washing their hands. So for this activity, it's appropriate for 4 years old children. And the materials that you would need would be hand soap. It could be in liquid form, or also those kind of bar soaps, and also a hand towel, and also a stool. Okay, so why did I add this stool? The reason I added this stool is because a majority of the children are quite short at the age of 4, so the stool would be there to help them stand in the toilet or the sink, in front of the sink, so that it won't be very hard for them to reach the sink. So once they have stood on the stool, then I would turn on the tap, and after making sure the water is not too hot, I'll ask them to wet both of their hands and then pump out the liquid soap onto one hand and then rub them together. And then I'll teach the children to rub the backs of the hand also, and also in between the fingers, and also under the nails over here. Since most of the germs would be under the nails, so I will teach the children to also rub under their nails. So once they are done scrubbing for about 20 seconds, they will rinse off the soap with water, the tap water. And once they are done, they will dry both of their hands with this clean hand towel. And once the activity is complete, we will also remind the child to put everything back. So let's say once he has stood up, he has come down from the stool, we would remind him to put the stool back to its original place, and also the soap and hand towel. So that is all for my activity my activity on everyday living. Thank you.